Hi, my name is Edo Widjaja from Ateria Group. So I'm the COO and also the founder of the company.
Can you tell us how did you first get into the F&B industry?
I started as a chef, so I went to culinary school since 2004, and then worked in Canada for a while. Went to culinary school there as well, and then from there on, I have my passions in F&B and work in every restaurants in Canada. And then right after that, 2012, I came back to Jakarta.
What do you think is the key to success when it comes to the F&B industry?
Number one is the concept has to be right, as well as the products, and it comes also with the service. So those three components is really important for F&B business. But nonetheless, it's about effort. It's about team efforts. That's how I always believe to be succeed in F&B.
The F&B industry is a dynamic world that keeps evolving. How do you stay relevant?
So yeah, we need to keep up with the trend, right? That's why we have principles in our brands. So we always discuss about what's happening, what's trend, what's new, and then from that on, we always brainstorm every month, and then we see how the market responds. That's how I always challenge myself and my team to be always motivated and to be always understanding the game in restaurant business.
What is the biggest challenge you have come across in the industry, and how did you overcome it?
Number one is actually the people, right? It's always hard to find the right people because without the people, it's really hard for us to achieve the goals. So that's why I always believe the team is really important. So that's why we really need to have the right people in the company.
The Ateria Group recently opened Meatsmith restaurant from the famed Burn Ends Hospitality Group in Singapore. Can you tell us more about it?
So I know Dave for quite some times. We've been friends for quite some time as well. He knows that we started as a SaladStop back in 2016. So SaladStop opened in 2016. That's our first projects. After that, we have Arabica in 2019. But I've been knowing Dave for some time, and we had the discussions that we want to export to Jakarta. We see the opportunity because Indonesians, they like something smoky, they like something barbecue-y. So that's why I always believe the Meatsmith could be the next big thing for Jakarta and also Bali. We already have locations in Bali, so after this, it's gonna be Meatsmith and Arabica opening in Bali.
What goals does Ateria Group want to achieve in the country's F&B scene?
Put it simply, we just want to be the number one in the segment. So all the brands that we do, we just want to be the number one in the segment. Just like healthy foods, we have SaladStops, that's number one in the segments. Coffee, we have Arabica, also is number one in the segment. So right now we have barbecue and also I would say fast casual dining with Meatsmith. That's why we want to be the number one as well.
How does the F&B scene now differ from when you first started?
Yeah, the digital game, the digital marketing is the thing that we need to adapt, right? Everything changed so fast. Everything also, we need to be educated enough, and we need to be follow all the trends, especially overseas. If you look at Singapore, they're really one step ahead of us. So that's why we are really glad that we have all principles. They really help us a lot in terms of what we need to do. But yeah, number one is right now, digital game is really important. It's not like it used to be, right? You can't just like invite people to the restaurants. It needs to be social media friendly. It needs to be everywhere you go. It needs to pop up in your cell phones, and that's how I see it. So much change.
Is there any upcoming project to look forward to that you can share with the readers?
Yeah, we have a few brands that we are working on it, but nonetheless, we want to focus on the brands that we do, SaladStop, Arabica, and Meatsmith. We're going to open up a few more outlets, Jakarta and Bali. So we will be focused on our brands for now.
What advice would you give someone who wants to be in the F&B industry?
Passions and dedications, those two things are really important. if you want to be in the games. Because I think F&B is all about hospitality, right? So it needs to come from your heart. It can't just like be 9 to 5 work. Thanks.